You're now tuned into Psych's weekly Nerf dosage.
Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome. My hair is really funny today. Like, it's like curling and shit. Strange. Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome to episode 82 of Pwned. In this episode, I finally have 3 parts for you guys. Of course, it's not that long for each part, but still 3 parts. So anyway, annotations, let's go. So for the first part of the video, you guys can just click the annotation and skip all my banter. But for the first part of the video is actually about a very quick, very short Diamondista mod, and I just realized that my necklace is not straight. Yeah, much better. Sorry about the hair though, it's very weird. And the second part is about the internals of the Longpede, or you know, that's what one of you guys call it, the Longpede, or the knockoff Stampede-Longstrike blaster thingy. So I finally opened it up and showed the internals to you guys. So yeah, and for the last part of the video today is actually a review about NarrowBase LLC's holsters and 3D printed parts. So I think that's really cool. Yeah, I don't really know what to say right now, so let's just put annotations aside. Let's just put the annotations aside and let's go on to the first part of the video. Welcome to the first part of the video, where it's about the Diamondista mod that I have absolutely no means to follow up with because I left the Diamondista at my girlfriend's house in Malaysia, and I'm not intending to purchase another Diamondista. So yeah, but anyway, basically it's a really short mod that you know, is about disabling the lock, or the trigger lock, where you actually have to, you know, when you prime the blaster, you actually have to have a dart primed inside, or a dart slotted inside, before you can actually squeeze the trigger to release the strings. So yeah, check out this video over here. It's a really short video. I hope that you guys like it. Check it out. Here we have the Diamondista, and I'm going to perform a little mod where it actually lets you kind of release the bow arms once you pull it in without having the need to have a dart on the inside. Pardon the background noise, my girlfriend's playing Skyrim right now. You wanna say hi?
Skyrim.
yeah, so she's playing Skyrim. So yeah, we start off by actually removing the screws. So there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws on this whole part of the shell, which is pretty simple. I thought of actually doing a paint job here, but you know, I kind of realized that I already put the bow arms in, so I kind of can't take it out. But yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, one more thing. I know I mentioned it to you guys before, but I really like the Rebelle lines, you know, that Nerf rail attachment thingy, because there's no spring involved, so no loss of any mini sized springs. So here we go, we start by removing the screws, all 5 of them. Right, so we have all 5 screws out, and as you can see, all 5 screws are of the same size, so no worries about if you have to put any in a certain particular order. Right, so now that we have all 5 of them out, we're just gonna split this purple part of the shell into 2. See how this works. Right, so one half is out. Oh, okay, I see how they do it now. It's frosted on the inside, and then that's where the glitter part is. So it kind of shows up very nicely on the outside of the clear shell. I like that idea enough. Very much like the way I used to perform my paint jobs on clear blasters. Anyway, here we go. So this is, as you can see, there is a little lock over here that has to go in, as you can see. This part. So this is the piece that's in question. When you move this part back, it lets you squeeze the trigger. As you can see, now it can move upwards. Very intricate engineering over here. Everything seems to be so thin. So it's like a, you know, it's plastic itself. That's a spring, you know. Let me try and engage this thing, and then you guys can see the leaf spring thingy. It's a spring mechanism itself. Pushes this part forward, and there's a pin that rolls this part up, and this is the pusher that pushes your string when it's locked in place. So yeah, very interesting. This goes back like that, sort of holds the spring in place, holds the string in place, and then locks it so that once you push it up, it moves forward. This will move forward, letting this move forward, and this string will actually fly out. So it's a very well engineered but very intricately engineered design. So now I'm going to remove this over here, which is the part in question. Just pull it out like this, lift it up and remove that part. As you can see, it's a two-prong thing. This is where the dart actually pushes in. Remove this entire piece. See if I can do that. Oh, okay, I see a nice spring on the inside. Seems to be locked in place with a notch over here. Now let me get the focus right. You can see the little notch over there. It's two, in fact, on one on the other side. So we'll just have to twist it out, take it out in an angle, and it should work fine. Remove the spring, and we can choose to completely not even place this back in place. But I think I will. So, you know, so it's a bit more pink on the inside. Just insert it back like this, and it should sit right there. This is all you have to do. So now I'll give you an illustration of the string using my screwdriver over here. So the screwdriver slides in all the way like this. So once it reaches the back, oh, it's a bit thin on this part. Once it reaches the back, as you can see, right, it's that close, it will engage this, push it upwards like so, and it will slide in here. So the only way for it to come out right now, or let me just get this in. Now this will not, no matter how, it will not come out because of the resistance caused by this trigger over here. If you have that lock in place, it's not going to move at all. Okay, so this prevents the string from coming out. Let me squeeze the trigger. This pushes up. As you can see, this part over here pushes it up. String goes forward and out, and there, snaps out exactly like that. So I hope that was a very easily understandable and very visual representation of everything. So I'm gonna get this piece back in place. My bad, guys, sorry. Yep. So in case you guys are wondering whether you want to remove the dart peg, it's completely up to you. Removing the dart peg means that you're able to fire off almost any kind of dart, including Stefan darts. But I believe that such a dart peg, as you can see, it's completely straight. I believe that this actually helps with the accuracy of the dart, you know, being released. I don't know. It definitely will help. So yeah, I mean, if ever you guys want to remove it, just have to clip it off right here. Shouldn't cause any much of a problem anymore. So I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm not going to remove the dart peg, but this is how you actually sort of remove that lock mechanism, so you can just freely squeeze the trigger whenever. So let's put this shell back in place. Make sure that you line everything carefully, like, you know, all these slots over here have to go back into that. Squeeze everything in place, and when you're done, test it out. You see everything's moving fine, then install back your screws. We're done. So now what this does is it lets you, like I mentioned before, deprime or ease the bow arms after you've primed it. So let's give it a shot. This is in the prime position, pulling up, still lets you remove or release it, so it's pretty good. Apart from that, squeezing the trigger now means that you're actually able to release the bow arms in case you don't want to fire any dart. You don't have to worry about an AR system because these are elastic bands. It don't cause any harm to any plastic whatsoever. The last way to deprime it is to just hold the bow arms like this, apply some pressure towards yourself, squeeze the trigger, and slowly remove the bow arms. You could do that also in the original case, however you would have to have a dart on the inside in order for you to disengage the trigger. So yeah, or engage the trigger and disengage the lock. That's what I meant to say. So yeah, I hope that you guys found this mod useful, because I think it's really useful, just in case you want to just deprime your blaster at any point of time. Yep. Alright, apart from that, Diamondista, very interesting. I think I'm going to want to try and look into a way to tighten the bow arms, although these look like they've been hammered down really tight on the inside. I don't know how I'm going to remove this, so I might give it a shot by using a pair of screwdrivers to pry it open. I don't know yet. We'll see how that goes. Alright, sorry, this is just a distraction for you guys. Haha. Simple and straightforward, so you can just pull the strings now and then just squeeze the trigger and it fires. So you don't have to actually pull the string and go like, oh shit, I pulled the string and now it's primed and I don't have a dart with me and I have to find a dart, and then the string loses its elasticity over time. So that's that. Now let's go on to the next part of the video, okay? I'm sorry guys, I know I took a really long time to actually do this part, and finally had some time over the week, or I would say the last weekend, because most of my days were actually spent at home because I'm just really tired at work. But I finally sat down and I managed to open up the Longpede or the Stampede-Longstrike knockoff thingy from Taobao. And I just want to share the internals with you guys, so check it out first. Finally found the time to open up this bad boy over here, which is the Longpede. Actually, I don't even know what it's really called. Blaze Storm. This is the Longstrike Stampede knockoff blaster thingy, and please pardon me guys because I have no experience in a Stampede. With a Stampede I should say actually. No experience with a Stampede, no experience opening up a Stampede or looking at the internals. However, referring to Stampede internal pictures that I could find online and whatever videos that I posted on YouTube about people actually modifying the Stampede or the Stampede internals, this looks almost exactly like the Stampede internals. Good thing about this blaster was that there's a total of, I don't know, I didn't count how many screws, but definitely not 40 screws. I remember people actually complaining during that point of time. They were saying that, oh, you know, the Stampede actually has 40 screws on it, and that's like a bitch to take out. So, well, yeah, it's not that much. And yeah, so internals look like this. So for those of you who have experience with the Stampede, modification job or anything, you guys would probably know. I've never seen pictures that actually had I don't know what this is. Is this a thermistor or is this like a I'm sorry guys, I totally forgot all my engineering terms, but this thing over here, I have no idea what it is. It says, yeah, well, 16 volts, etc. I don't know what that is, but yeah, Nichicon, that's the brand. Yeah, and then there's a switch over here, so I guess this is the one that actually you push down for the trigger, as you can see, and then you squeeze the trigger over here, same thing. And there is a safety switch over here. We can just take out the jam door, which looks almost exactly the same as a Stampede's jam door, by the way, so you guys can see. Yeah, and apparently this thing works the same, as you can see. Just let me just remove this, and it slides forward like a usual Stampede. So I don't know what mods I can do to this thing because, you know, I don't know if the plastic actually can hold, but it would be nice to be able to have, you know, something that fires a little bit more substantial than what it did originally stock. So my fear is that if I were to change and upgrade the spring, or if I remove the ARs and I or something, I might damage the internal. So I don't really want to remove the ARs for this thing, but I do want to upgrade the spring. So if I do that, I know that there's a high chance that I have to upgrade the gears also inside, but I have no access to upgrade parts for gears right now, because those that I know of are really costly and I don't really want to spend that much money. However, there is something that I want to point out to you guys. You can see that the battery pack has its like wires running all the way from here all the way throughout to there. So that's pretty simple, but you guys can see that there's like a screw over here, two screws, and another 2 over here. Oh, sorry, it's being blocked, but 1, 2. Technically, you can actually remove this part and the stock. So let me just show you guys what it looks like after I remove it. So this is the front barrel. Okay, so the whole barrel thingy goes off. We can actually use this for cosmetic mods. So you guys who are out there who are into cosmetic mods, this is the main, like the main shell itself, which is not bad. I measured it against a long shot, so from here to here is about the length of a long shot with its buttstock totally expanded. So that's not too bad actually. Maybe a bit less than that, but yeah, it's not too bad compared to the original Longpede, which is like huge. As you guys can see, it's just so long. It's really huge. And then this is the stock. So this definitely I could use for another integration or something. The stock piece would be cool, and you can actually, you know, take this one out too. So I guess I will be taking out the rest of the orange part over here and the back part over here, and then I'm gonna seek advice from some of the nerfers here in Singapore, the other nerfers, and see what kind of advice they can give me or kind of tips or helps, or anywhere they can point me to get upgrade parts for this thing, so I can get at least a substantial performance. I don't need something that blasts like 10,000 feet. I just want something that could hit constantly like 50 feet or so, like 40 feet. I'd be quite happy with a good rate of fire. Then it'll be a fully automatic direct plunger knockoff blaster that doesn't even take much work to actually do. I don't even have to cut anything. I think it looks pretty cool this way, you know, with a possibility to add some LEDs and everything. Of course there's going to be a hole here and there, but you know, nothing that would look too off, I think. Yeah, at the very most I could just take back all these rails and stick them back in place. I don't know, but yeah, I just wanted to share the internals with you guys. So once again, I'm gonna hold it in place for a little while so that you guys don't have to pause the video, but you can take a look at the internals and the way it works. So yeah, oops, I kind of screwed the trigger up in that one, but yeah, okay, here we go. So that. Alright, so that's about it, guys. This is the end of this part. I don't know what I'll do, but you guys know that when I do something, I will definitely update you guys. Alright, catch you guys. Peace. Welcome back. And if you guys are able to tell me if the internals are the same as the Stampede, I suspect that it is, then please do and leave me a comment in the comments below, comments area or box below. Sorry, I'm burping right now. I can taste my dinner. Indomie. It's really good. But anyway, yeah, so I kind of want to upgrade the Longpede, but I don't really have access to, like modification parts. I don't even know what to do. I don't know if I can just upgrade the spring, whether I would get that whole like non-stop firing effect, whether I should remove the ARs. I kind of don't want to remove the ARs, but I just want like a better performance. Like I want it to fire a little bit harder, just to get slightly more substantial ranges and a slightly better rate of fire. So I don't really know, because you guys already saw, and the battery pack's right here, and yeah, sorry, the video I actually mentioned that piece, it's a capacitor. So yeah, it says 700 mAh, 8.4 volts in this thing. This says 8.4, but inside at the capacitor it says 16 volts. So I don't really know. I think I might just have to get like some new truss fires to try it out, and then I'll just rig this up to the new truss fire set. I don't know, but I'm just lazy like that, having to buy parts. And that was actually the main reason why I did not get really into a lot of electronic blasters. The only blaster that I really worked with in the past was the Barricade, when I actually created the Barricade clip mod, and now we don't even have to do it anymore because of the invention of the Strife, or the creation of the Strife. So yeah, I don't know, guys. If you guys got any suggestions, please share with me. I know that I probably have to get like upgrade parts for the Stampede, like the gears and everything. So if there's any good alternatives, or any good manufacturers that are pretty I guess cost conscious, yeah, please let me know. I don't want to spend a bomb on just the internals for a knockoff blaster. You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah. Alright, so thanks for watching this part. Let's move on to the next part of the video, which is the main part of today's video. I keep saying the word video, but anyway, let's go. I've heard of this company for a long time, NarrowBase LLC. It's just that I didn't bother, or I didn't really feel a want to kind of go purchase this stuff, because I felt that it was a little bit expensive. But then, you guys, if you've been dabbling a lot in the 3D printing world, you'll know that everything is kind of like charged by the time that it takes to actually print a part. So yeah, finally I saw that they actually released a Hammershot holster, and I was like, oh, perfect. So I decided to get the Hammershot holster along with a belt clip and the Firestrike holster, which was one of the first holsters they actually came out with, because I got the orange Firestrike. So here it is. This is the NarrowBase LLC's Firestrike holster, and I think that it's really, really cool. I mean, there are a few videos out there. You guys can just search on YouTube. There's some that's really good, and my favorite review so far is actually Basic Nerfs and J Nerf. So yeah, so shout out to you guys, because you guys actually did a really, really good review. And after I ordered my items, then J Nerf actually put his Hammershot holster review, and he was like, I'm waiting to see if this can fit the OTEC gear by Orange Voltworks. And I was like, that's exactly what I was doing too. So anyway, I have the orange Firestrike with me, the blue one's up there, and my modified one's behind somewhere. But all the reviews that I actually watched so far, they were all saying that, this 3D printed part is actually pretty sturdy, and it really is. It reminds me a lot of one of the local Nerfers printing quality, which is Clement. Clement, I don't know if you still watch my videos, but the gingerbread man, gingerbready. And I think I have one of your 3D printed parts right here. Let me just, sorry, I can't find it. I think I threw it somewhere. It's somewhere around for sure, but it's a 3D printed like a clip holder that Clement actually came up with, and it was like because he, you guys actually seen the old videos when I was at the S16 war, and S16 war, and he was actually rocking a lot of like his own 3D printed clip holders, and that was really cool. So he printed one for me, and I checked the quality on that, and that's really good. So this too is good. It's quite sturdy. It's one of the more sturdy 3D printed parts that I actually seen so far, and very, very nicely made. I don't really need to review it so much for you guys, but it works really well. And I was really surprised that that it really holds your blaster very, 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 very securely. When you're running around, it definitely will not come out. I feel actually that I have to apply some strength, take some strength to pull the blaster out. But when it's hooked onto like your molly equipment, or if it's clipped onto your belt, then it's gonna be easy for you to remove it out because of the way you pull it, the single stroke. So yeah, I guess I kind of want to show you guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, I guess I kind of want to show you guys that the Firestrike can still be operated even if it's in the holster. So it's pretty cool. You still can hold your two darts in the Firestrike dart holders, and then you can actually just fit it in, and it would not hinder the holstering process whatsoever. And you can actually load a dart from the front, and this actually was meant for you to have a dart loaded and ready. That was the rationale behind having this slot over here. But you can still fire it from, and it just works exactly the way a standard Firestrike would work. So you could just run around with a holster and be firing your darts out. So that's actually pretty cool. And the best part about it that I didn't mention earlier, but the best part about it, the whole selling point for me, was the fact that NarrowBase LLC actually offers these holsters for left-handers, and that's the most amazing thing. You guys know that I actually dabbled around with a couple of holsters in the past, looking for ways and means to try and holster my pistol blasters on me, but everywhere I looked, it was always for right-hand holstering. And I even made the whole IPSC holder for my lock and load, but it's all right-handed. So it's kind of strange for me, because my left hand is my firing hand and my right hand is my support hand. So if I drop a primary blaster and I sling it this way, I get my right hand to pull up a blaster. I have to kind of switch it over, so it's kind of like this, and my right hand grabs the blaster and pulls it up. Then I gotta switch it over and I prime it. So it's like an extra step for no reason. One of the ways I actually thought of, to combat this kind of issue is to actually holster it at my belt just behind me, so that I could just get my left hand reach behind me and pull it up. But the problem is that because it's behind me, I cannot like lean against a wall comfortably, or I cannot lie down on my back. I don't even know why I would want to lie down on my back, but I cannot sit down comfortably without having to remove the holster first, when you're taking a break in between or something. So yeah, that really kind of like bothered me, until finally NarrowBase LLC, you guys have saved the lives of all left-handed people. Yeah, I wouldn't say save the lives, but you definitely made life a lot easier for all of us with the creation of this left-handed holster, and I'm very, very happy with this. This is amazing, and I'm definitely going to be rocking it in my next war. Now, I have a Hammershot that is new in box, and it has been new in box for the past, I think, about 4 months or so, and didn't really want to take it out unless it was a good reason. And the first good reason that I actually thought, I'm gonna do an unboxing of the Hammershot, or I will take the Hammershot out of the box, is because of Orange Modworks OTAC gear for the replacement turret or the upgrade turret. But now, because of NarrowBase LLC, they actually came out with a holster for the Hammershot. And yeah, my Hammershot has a grey trigger. Does it really make much of a difference, guys? I mean, most of you already have your Hammershots. I haven't really used mine, as you can see, but I've seen the orange triggers once, and this is the first time I've seen a grey trigger, except for Jodacast. Jodacast, you have a grey triggered Hammershot. Those of you who have access to both, can you please tell me what's the difference? Yeah, so NarrowBase LLC, I'm gonna unbox the Hammershot just so I can review your Hammershot holster, okay? I know that you guys, as my viewers, already have watch probably like a lot of other YouTube videos that actually review the Hammershot and review possibly also the OTAP gear. What am I talking about? The NarrowBase LLC holster. But yeah, I have the holster right here, and I rigged it up to a drop leg setup. So I'm just gonna try and change the camera angle and show it to you guys. Okay, hope you guys don't mind. Okay, cool. So this is the Hammershot that I just took out of the box, of the packaging, and I haven't even put a dart in and tried it out. So I'll just to Christian the Blaster. Okay, I just try fired it. There we go. So this, as you can see, is my kind of drop leg setup, or whatever you want to call it, and it's really simple. Let me just share it with you guys. All it is just two items. First of all, of course, you need a belt, which is a standard issue, or something that you should be wearing all the time to hold your pants up, you know. And then I have a little clip over here, which is like a, you can actually separate it. It's like a, you know, just kind of clasp things. And I got this off by salvaging one of my old backpacks, you know, the kind of the chest clip that holds your two straps together. You know, when you ride a bicycle, you want to clip, yeah, the chest clip. So salvage that. I hooked it onto a little, like another belt over here that I salvaged off an old pouch also. So it just made out of one, two, kind of looped them together. As you can see, kind of just a hook like that. And I got myself the NarrowBase LLC Hammershot holster with the belt clips. This is not the Molly ones, these are for the belt. And I only got myself one pair because I don't really foresee myself actually holstering both the Firestrike and the Hammershot. So yeah, it's interchangeable. And when you lock it in place, it snaps in with a very satisfying click sound, and I really like it a lot. So yeah, I got it in black, just cause. So I'm gonna holster it for the first time, and I don't even know how this is gonna work, and I don't know how this thing fits, but okay, it goes in with a very satisfying click, and so you guys can see, it's drooping down to one side because, you know, of the way I have this on. I have huge thighs, guys. I'm sorry, I'm thunder thighs, so I can't really tighten this too much. But if you have it tight, if you guys have like nice slender legs, and it's gonna be, you know, not a problem. But yeah, this is for me, and you guys can see that I can still lift up my legs and everything, so that's fine. It's within reach, easy, not so high up that most other reviews I've actually seen have that problem of having the blaster's grips a bit too high up. But here we go, it's just comfortable for me right here. And I've not pulled it out yet, so I'm gonna try. I don't know how secure this thing is, so let's. Wow, that is pretty secure. Like it really grabs onto your blaster, doesn't it? Oh, I see the clips now. Okay, so let's try and see how fast I can just take it out of the holster slot. Alright, let's try it. Okay, so what if I I don't know, guys. Let's try it. Oh wow, that's cool. And then just fire it, and then holster it back in place. Oh, that's not so bad. Then when I want to get it again, let me try and pull it up. And fire, bam, put it back in place. Wow, that's really pretty cool. So I could be walking around and running around, and then just reach down and pull it up, and then I start firing. And then when I'm done, just, and I don't even really have to look much. I just have to kind of feel for it, like just this way, pull it up. That's the easy part. And then when I holster, just check it once, make sure that I hit this part over here and slide it down, and then that should be it. Whoops, that wasn't it. Okay, well, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. So just gonna hit it this way and push it down. Oh, okay. So yeah, I like it. I think with some practice, this thing is gonna be, you know, my standard get up. I think I might have to kind of think of another way to make sure that this stays, you know, like that. Because, sorry guys, I'm fat. But but yeah, I might have to tighten this a little bit. I don't know. Use some of the stretchable, I don't know, nylon or spandex thingies. I don't know. But yeah, this is really cool. Let's try it again. Okay, that's cool. And get in place. Wow, I really like this, guys. This is cool. Good job, NarrowBase. This is really cool. This is what it looks like, guys. I just wanted to give you guys a quick look. This is what the belt loops look like on the back of it. And this belt thingy, or the loop thingy, this is actually from a company called Blackhawk. And I know that Blackhawk is actually quite a reputable company that produces stuff for like airsoft, I believe, or like military grade equipment. And these are actually like rubber, like, I don't know, threads. So they add like a grip to it, so you can see that it's not even slipping at all, the belt, because of the rubber. But it still is adjustable if you go slowly. Like you can see that when I move slowly, it's not a problem. But it will not slip around, so I kind of like it, and I never even knew that I actually had it. So must have been one of my impulse buys back in the days, I don't know. But definitely I'm gonna have to tweak this a little bit and make it a bit more sturdy, so that I know that it will not like slip out or drop out, especially the belts. I have no fear about the Hammershot actually. Once I get this holster to be a bit more secure to my body, then there's not going to be any problem whatsoever. But this is what it looks like, guys. It sits in the slot perfectly. This is really, really sick, and definitely, wow, I actually need to apply quite a lot of pressure against this thing just so I can take out the blaster from the holster like that. Wow, what do you guys do, man? This is amazing. But yeah, after using this holster for a little while, you can actually see like a little bit of the paint scratching off here and a bit on this corner of the grey paint job. But you know, if this is a blaster that you're going to be taking out to wars all the time, I mean, how pristine do you expect it to stay, right? I guess having it a little bit worn does look good for a zombie strike blaster. But yeah, it's just my opinion, and I really, really like it. So good job to NarrowBase LLC. I know that you guys already have many other Nerfers on YouTube reviewing your stuff, but I just had to do one on my own, and I just had to try out your products, and I am not disappointed at all. So the only downside for me being a Singaporean, so all of you who are in Asia or Southeast Asia and are looking to buy stuff from NarrowBase LLC, the downside is, unfortunately guys, shipping is gonna cost you quite a lot. I paid quite a bit. I would not say how much, but I paid quite a lot. Okay, I kind of admitted it, but I paid quite a lot just for these two items, which is the Firestrike holster and the Hammershot holster, along with a pair of these belt clips. And I chose to have the belt version instead of the Molly version. So yeah, and it's all left-handed. The only reason why I was willing to put down that money was because of the upgrade parts that are going to come for the Hammershot, and because of the orange Firestrike. Looking forward to next year's Humans vs Zombies war in Singapore. Looking forward to any other wars locally here that we could have fun with, and rock these things with a holster on my left hand. You see, so that's all the selling points. If you guys, you know, already have your holsters in your getup, and you're not having any troubles with, you know, like left or right hand, then you know, it's really your choice. But if you're looking for a holster and you want something really decent, really well made, 3D parts, it's amazing. Like nowadays, you know, 3D printers are just changing the whole world. But this, I think, these, just really amazing stuff. It's so nice. It looks form-fitted and everything. It's pretty cool. It rocks a really nice NarrowBase LLC text over here. It looks actually really adds to the look of it. It looks really cool, industrial looking, military looking. Copyright 2013, and I thought that it's just amazing. So kudos to NarrowBase LLC. Mind you, I'm not endorsing them because they gave me stuff. I paid for all of this. You guys know I always buy my stuff anyway. So yeah, that's about it for this part of the video. Let's go on to the final closing speech. My closing speech, yeah, I like that. And so we've come to the end of this video. This is episode 82. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching and sticking all the way throughout. I know that this video is a bit longer than usual. No, wait, let me rephrase that. I know that this video is going back to how long my videos usually are. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy it. I finally had a chance to have more than 2 parts in a video, which is kind of rare nowadays because of, you know, workload and things like that. So life is going through a little bit of a change. I'm stepping down a bit more from dance because of me kind of going through another job change, which is a good thing. I finally found a place that, you know, gives me a little bit more money, better remuneration package. I guess just overall better working environment, or at least I hope. So I'm gonna be switching jobs in about a month or so. So I hope that you guys wish me luck. But apart from that, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hope you guys give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing, because I do my best to make videos about Nerf every week. Alright, so Stay tuned for the next video. I don't even know what's gonna come up for next week because I don't really have anything planned yet, but you know, let's just see how it rolls, yeah? Thanks for watching, guys. Always be a student. Drills pay the bills. Peace and have a great week ahead.